Okay, we're looking at 20.1, making an income. And we're going to be looking at this essential question. What is the connection between your skills, abilities, and knowledge, the amount of work you do, and the money you earn? So we're going to be looking at how important it is to have specialized skills and the correlation that has with the money that you earn. Now, we're going to be able to have to use our math workbooks. So if you take out your math workbooks, go to your table of contents. This will be your heading right here, or your title, making an income. And anything you see in yellow, that is a note that I want you to record in your notebook. So as you work along this video, you can pause it, record your notes, and anything else that you think is pertinent that you might want to remember. So let's go through this real quick and pause it where you need to. So let's get started here. So we're going to take a look at earning money. Okay, now it's very important. This is why we tell you day in and day out. It's very important for you to get your skills right now, get your work habits down, so that when you go off to college, you have a plan. You know that you're going to go out there, earn the skills of a profession that you enjoy, so that you can go out there and have a decent living so you will be able to support yourselves and your future families. If you don't go to school, if you choose not to follow that route, then that's going to have a huge impact on the amount of money or salary that you will be able to earn because it all depends on your skills. So let's look at this real quick and we could look at this chart. This chart shows us works completed. It gives us the number of weeks and it gives us two people, Anita and Ruchi. And each check mark indicates that they worked that week. And Anita and Ruchi want to buy a bicycle helmet that costs $40. They earn $3 for each week they complete their chores. Labor is the work that a person does. So that's a quick note. Income is the money earned. So labor is the work that you do. Income is the money that you earn. So let's go ahead and take a look at this chart to help us fill out this section real quick. So who will be able to buy a helmet at the end of 14 weeks? So let's figure out. Let's look at Anita. Anita completed her chores for 10 weeks. And we know because we can count them. And there she's only 10. So she completed her 10 times 3 is what? 30. So 30 is less than 40. So Anita cannot buy her helmet. And I do apologize for not being able to put the numbers here. I don't have my mouse with me at this moment right now. So I'm just using the touch pad on my laptop, but we do have, I am guiding you on what you need to put there. And Ruchi completed her chores for 14 weeks. And how do we know that? Because we're looking at the chore list right here. So 14 times 3 equals what? And I have my handy dandy calculator here. I like to use my calculator when it involves money. Okay, so let's look at how much she earned. So 14 times what? 3, right? Because it's $3. And that equals $42. So 42 is greater than 40. So Ruchi can buy her helmet. If the rate of pay is the same, you can earn more money if you do what? If you do what? You can earn more. The pay rate's the same. You can do more like Ruchi, so you can do more work. If you do more work, you get paid more because you have more days that you can charge. A person's knowledge and work skills can be called human capital. The human capital is what you're working on when you go to school, when you learn the trait or the skills that you're going to use for your profession. That's your human capital. That's how much you can earn by the amount of work that you do. So if you don't have a very specialized human capital, that means you don't have a lot of skills, that you're going to be only guided to the jobs that have those skills. If you have several pertinent skills, then you should be guided to the pertinent skills available for your profession. So if we look at the human capital income here, so Ruchi's 10 years old and Anita is 6 years old. Ruchi knows how to write, so she earns $1 extra to address letters for mom. Anita earns 50 cents extra for putting stamps on the letters. How does what the girls know and do affect their income? So, what can you say here? Well, first of all, Ruchi is older than Anita. And not only that, but she knows how to write. Anita does not know how to write. So she gets to earn 50 cents more than Anita because Anita's just putting stamps on the letters. And Ruchi puts stamps on letters and puts the address on letters for her mom. So she does the writing part where Anita just adheres the stamp. So it's not a very specialized skill. It's very pretty easy. So we're trying to give you an idea of how important the skills are for your profession. Just like Ruchi, those are the skills that you want to improve as you go along. Here's another note for you: salary. Salary is the amount of money a person can earn by being self employed or by doing a job for another person or business. So when you get a high salary, that means you're working as a professional, okay? And depending on the profession that you have, your salary will depend on that. So let's look at how they relate to one another here. So we have Mary and John earn $8 an hour. John works 42 hours. Mary works 29 hours. Who can buy a bicycle for 299? So they need 299. So they need to make at least 299 or more. So get my handy dandy calculator and let's figure out how much John earns. So we multiply the number of hours by the pay rate for an hour, which is $8. So 42 times 8 for who's this, John? John makes $336. Okay. And Mary works 29 hours. So you multiply the number of hours by the hourly rate, and that's $232. So Mary does not have enough. Okay. So John is the one who can buy a bicycle. So remember, we're multiplying the number of hours worked by the pay per hour. So Jose and Karen earn $13 per hour. Jose works 8 hours. Karen works 7 hours. Who can buy a microscope for $89? Okay, so let's look at, okay, so they earn 13 an hour. Jose works, what, 8 hours? 13 times 8. That gives you 104. So that's good. Jose can buy one. Karen works 7 hours, so 13 pay rate times the number of hours, and $91. So they both can buy the microscope for $89 because they have enough. So here we go to number 3. Frank is a sports writer. Bob works in a fast food restaurant. Who do you think could possibly earn a higher salary? So let's look at the jobs here, and let's look at the starting salary here. Now they don't have the ones that you're looking at, but you're getting a good idea of who can earn what. So who do you think can earn more here? It'd be Frank. Why Frank? Because Frank has a specialized skill. He's a writer. He's writing for a publication, for a newspaper, a magazine, or maybe a television show. He's writing for the news anchor. Okay, whereas in a fast food, you really don't have a specialized skill other than flipping burgers and doing a profession that really does not involve a highly specialized trained skill as opposed to a writer. And all of you have written in my class, and you know how much writing, how much work, how much thought process it takes. So that skill will pay you more than a fast food worker. So let's use a table for questions 4 and 7, and let's analyze these carefully. So it says Matt is a plumber. What skills may he need for his job? So right now, just write what you think Matt will need to know if he's a plumber. First, you have to know a little bit of what a plumber does. So let's come up with a few answers and let's compare to what we have written down over here for you. So if we take a look at what we have, oops. So he needs to learn how to fix leaks, install pipes, repair plumbing fixtures, all of that. Anything having to do with repairing any plumbing issues with leaky pipes, clogged pipes, any leaks, putting new fixtures, new pipes, and things of that sort. So we're just thinking about what's happening here. Number 5, Sophia is a medical secretary and needs a professional knowledge for this position. What knowledge may be required for a professional? Okay. She's a medical secretary and needs professional knowledge for this position. What does she need to know? She needs to know medical terms. She needs to know how to write medical reports. She needs basic computer knowledge. And you may have some other good ones in there because some of your parents may have some of this experience here. You may have already seen them working with that. So anything related to the medical profession as what a secretary would be doing in a medical field of proper filing techniques, okay, knowing how to organize using an Excel spreadsheet, using a word processor, things of that sort. Number 6, Dexter has worked 2 years as a computer scientist. He received a $1,500 raise after the first year. What was his salary for the second year? So what your little computer scientist makes here, 93,950. So if he got a raise of 1,500, you would add 1,500 to 93,950, and his salary for the second year will be 95,415. We just added the 1,500. Okay, well now we're connecting. What relationship do you notice between the jobs and the starting salary? Look at the jobs. Fashion designer, 38,000. Bank teller, 21. Plumber, 34. College professor, 51. A store sales clerk, 15,000. Car mechanic, 27. Here's a writer, 43,000. A computer scientist, 93,000. A medical secretary, 29,000. So you should be seeing that the more skills and abilities and knowledge that is needed to do a job, the higher the salary. So that's what you need to get from this point here. The more skills that you have, the more abilities, the more knowledge that you have, the higher the salary will be. And that's what you need to be looking at when you're looking. So things are not going to be easy. They're not going to be given to you. You're going to have to put in the work, but that's the fun part. That is the fun part. Doing the work and working it out. So let's go to the next part of your. So we completed this here. Okay, now we have, we're going to use a table 8 to 10 to answer this questions right here. So we're going to use this table. There's the jobs and their starting salary. So Elaine is a salesperson in a discount store. She wants to be a bookkeeper. How much more can she possibly earn? So again, I got my handy dandy calculator here. So Elaine is a salesperson in a discount store. So discount store 297. That's how much she's making. How much more can she possibly earn if she wants to be a bookkeeper? So we take this salary of a bookkeeper right now. Okay, this is per week. So a bookkeeper is what, 644? 644 for the bookkeeper. And we subtract 297, what she's currently making. So she can make up to $347 more a week. Okay, more a week as a bookkeeper. Again, uh, more skills, more knowledge. Okay, let's put these salaries in order from least to greatest. Put your salaries in order from least to greatest. I have them here for you. Okay, so we start off, the least is 297, 322, and then you see the pattern here. And the higher you go with the weekly pay, okay, the more advanced knowledge, skills, and abilities that you have. And that's true. The higher, the more you know, the more knowledge you have, the more skills you have, the higher your income will be, your salary will be. For the next ones, we're doing this. Which starting salaries are about equal to earning $8 an hour for 40 hours a week? For 40 hours a week. Okay. So 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week times 8 hours. So it's equal to what? 320. So we look at here 320. So if we round fast food to the nearest tens, that's about 300. To the nearest tens, a discount clerk, that's about 300. So these two, a discount store clerk and a fast food cook, would be making equal to earning $8 an hour for 40 hours a week. And 40 hours a week, that's a lot. Okay, that's a full day. Okay, that's a full day. So again, you want to have a skills that's going to have you earn a higher salary. So the next one is Brianna's. Brianna has beautiful handwriting. She earns money by writing invitations to weddings. She gets $38 for each set of 5 invitations. So this is the key right now. Each set for five invitations. If she does two groups of 45 invitations in 1 week, how much will she earn? So first you divide 45 by 5. Okay, that gives you 9. Then you multiply 9 times 38. That gives you 342. And since it's two sets, two groups, you multiply 342 times 2 or add it twice, and your answer is 684. That's how you get that one, okay? The key is dividing this right here, okay? And then knowing there's two groups. So again, throughout this whole lesson here, we're understanding how important it is to get a very good education. The more knowledge, the more skills, the more abilities you have, the greater the salary you can earn. And again, we all want to live comfortably out there, and we want to be able to work smarter and not harder. So hopefully this will help you with your assignments this week. Take care. Good luck. Thank you for being great students.